The Minister of Wellness Ministries and Rock Newman Show 2.0 present free community health fair and seminar Saturday, March 18th, 2023 at Union Temple Baptist Church, Washington, D.C. RSVP before we reach capacity, dmvhealthfair.eventbrite.com or click the link in the description box. If you can't make it in person, no worries. You can purchase the live stream link by visiting theministerofwellness.com under healing services, or once again, just click that link in the description box. Calling all potential vendors, sponsors, or volunteers, please submit a contact form via theministerofwellness.com or call 888-847-8026. That's 888-847-8026. It's high time for a health revolution. Fibroids, very, very, very common. Very common in our sisters. Extremely common. It's almost 100% of Black women get some type of uterine fibroids, which are nothing but balls of mucus and pus. You have so much mucus and pus that is constipated in your reproductive system because it's not passing through your elimination, because the Most High is amazing. The reproductive organs is also where waste pass through. Ain't that something how he is? And if that waste don't comes out, it literally turns into hard bricks inside of your body. Ooh, it's disgusting. That's all fibroids are. It is a hardened mass of mucus, pus, and feces. My God. And they can range from a size of a few millimeters or the size of a pea to the size of a grapefruit. And they are the most frequent indication, and it is the number one reason for you to let these devils castrate you. And ooh, they love castrating the reproductive organs of our Black women. And so they call them non-cancerous tumors. That's balls of hardened mucus, pus, and feces. That's all it is within the uterine walls, often resulting in change in the size and shape of the uterus, as well as several unpleasant symptoms. Because they normally develop within the uterine wall, they are also called uterine fibroids. While some women deal with the pain, menstrual changes, and other complications due to having fibroids, they can also become symptomless. Because it isn't always obvious if you have fibroids. It's a great idea for all women to take steps to naturally prevent these common uterine growths. Studies have shown that preventing or treating high blood pressure helps to lower the risk of developing fibroids. According to research from Harvard Medical School and Harvard School of Public Health, there's a strong and independent association between high blood pressure and risk for fibroids in premenopausal women. Why is that? Why would fibroids why would high blood pressure, which most Black women have high blood pressure, along with Black men, and this is related to sisters. I ain't picking on you all, sisters. I love you. This is affecting you all, okay? Most Black women you all have blood pressure. That blood pressure is very important because it's an indication that the heart is having a difficult time getting blood flow throughout your body. And the blood is the life of the body, as the scriptures taught thousands of years ago. That blood is supposed to carry nourishment throughout your body. So when that nourishment isn't getting to your reproductive organs and it's being stopped, then that means there's nothing that's coming in to help remove the toxicity, the mucus, pus, and fecal matter that you're building up. Okay, so it's that blood that carries that fiber, the blood that carries the antioxidants, the flavonoids that's supposed to help keep excess mucus, pus, and fecal matter from backing up into your reproductive organs. So that's why it's linked to that. Almost all diseases are a form of cardiovascular disease, and cardiovascular disease is really just constipation of the blood. Inflammation, constipation, excess mucus, excess pus, acidosis. That's all these diseases are. All of them fall under those 5 categories. That's why I'm going to do a video series on those 5. Because I just can't have you can't have, for the end of time, brothers and sisters, I can't My goal for the YouTube channel is 7,000 videos. Okay, I don't know how long it's going to take me, but 7,000 videos, then that's it. I mean, after 7,000 videos dedicated to health, I mean, and then you can look in there and you have a whole dictionary worth of information of all of these diseases. But I'm telling you, they're all the same. They're all the same. Some risk factors for fibroids, some of the risk factors you can control, of course, or is not eating things that will cause constipation. Okay, and so what do we eat that causes, what are you all eating that's called, well, you know, a lot of our sisters have undressed trauma and lead a lot of stressful lives. It's just a different time for women these days. So I know the strong, independent, you know, but I know that, but usually all it's ending up is in depression, because we don't have a lot of marriages, not a lot of stable marriages, not a lot of healthy children being produced. You know, so they watered the lines between male and female, and it's creating an extraordinary amount of anxiety, depression, stress, and suicides, and then emotional eating. And so we emotionally eat on things that builds mucus and pus in the body that does not get released or broken down because the blood isn't receiving the fiber and the medicines it needs. The satanic American diet. The satanic American diet. What's the satanic American diet? Either you're addicted to something that has 1,000 chemicals that's created in the lab, sorcery, the manipulation of God's natural plants, or you're eating flesh, chicken, fish, beef. You're eating flesh that came from an animal that was tortured and murdered. And the reason why I say murdered is because you have no biological need to put that flesh in your mouth. You have none. The stupidest myth in the world that people keep hanging on to is this protein myth. When all you have to do is just go outside, we don't live in nature. Just look up a rhinoceros and you see a huge, strong, muscular animal that strictly eats plants and shrubs and gets that big, obviously telling you that there's a lot of protein and fat in the grass, in the plants that the rhino is eating. But we are so far removed from nature that it has allowed us to believe in stupid, vain imaginations when it comes to our health. Tortured, murdered animal flesh, white foods, demelanated frankenfoods, the satanic American diet. And that is the number one cause of these balls of mucus, pus, and feces. That's what fibroids are. Hardened balls of mucus, pus, and feces. And it was built through the satanic American diet, through the pollution of the blood. And that mass, those balls, no matter how painful it is, it can be broken down. The question is, what can you eat that God has created to break it down? Because he is your source of healing. He is our ever-present help in a time of trouble. It's not going to work going to your doctor. They're just going to remove all your organs and castrate you like you're a horse. Okay, that's all they'll do. By the time they get done with you, you won't have no reproductive organs. You won't have no breasts. Then you'll really be feeling like a man. Then you'll really be depressed. Okay, and then you'll join with other black women and you celebrate your disease, your dysfunction, your trauma, and so forth. No, I don't want that for you. The Most High said, God said, I created medicines from the earth. I know that's not in the slave Bibles they gave us. That's Sirach 38:4. I created medicines from the earth. He who is wise would not abhor them. So my medicines from the earth, what did he create from the earth for us that can break down that ball of mucus, pus, and dookie that they call fibroids? It's nothing but mucus, pus, and dookie. That's what it is. And the fruits is according to Genesis 1:29. Eat your fruits, juice your vegetables, take your herbs. 7-part seminar series in the description box is very important to study. 3 types of fruits that have different benefits, everything you need to break down that ball of doo-doo they call fibroids. We have We have the astringent fruits, grapes, citrus fruits, apples, pears, plums, and it's like a vacuum cleaner. It will suck and pull that mucus. It'll start to dissolve that ball. Okay, very quickly too. This happens quickly with the fruits because fruits only take 30 minutes for the medicines to be absorbed and utilized. Vegetables takes 24 to 48 hours. We're not herbivores. We're fruitarians by design. Trust me. Those of you all who are obedient to listen to this, trust me, you'll be submitting your success story that your fibroids have dissolved. Then we have, so that's your stringent fruits. All of your berries are antioxidants, so they'll go in there, and those are like your bullets for a gun. And those antioxidants start attacking all the toxins and that helps to create the excess mucus and pus. It'll kill those off, help dissolving that hardened ball. And then you have your high pressure hose fruits, your melons. And your melons will go in there and it'll finish it all. It's like a high power pressure hose. So while the grapes are softening it up and the berries are killing off the toxins, and then that pressure hose is finishing off the job, you're looking at a couple weeks, 3 weeks, 30 days at most if it's the size of a grapefruit, and your fibroids will be gone. The medicine foods of God, when you trust in Him and His way of healing, that's your answer. But most of you all do question His ways, and that's why you won't get healed, because you question His ways, because you have a stiff neck and a rebellious, stubborn heart against what I just told you. Your mind, your addiction is warring against the righteous path. Oh, I need protein, even though a doggone elephant is the biggest, largest, most powerful animal in the world, eating nothing but grass, and you still question whether plants have protein. It's ridiculous. It's amazing how stupid we are when it comes to what we should be eating. Every other animal is obedient to what they're supposed to eat. They all eat one or two things. We're the only foolish creation that manipulates nature and questions God about everything without even trying it. So that's what you need to do. Now, when it comes to the supplements, go to the ministerofwellness.com, and the female hormonal balance herbal extract, vitamin D3, vitamin B12, DHA, EPA, the reduced inflammation herbal extract, the detox herbal extract. You may need the constipation relief, bowel movement assistance. So those are some of the supplements you may need from our online store. You can shop for whatever else you may need. And of course, getting regular exercise will help with fibroids. Okay, so the more you exercise, it helps with prevention, but then it can help with speed up the reversal process, because of course, exercising is a great way to detox. Okay, and that's all we need to do. That'll help pull the toxins. That'll help the berries, the antioxidants, with pulling the toxins out of that hardened ball. Okay. And of course, brothers and sisters, you all already know the painful, the pain of having fibroids, menstrual bleeding, cycles lasting 7 days or longer, bloating or fullness, pelvic pressure, frequent urination, difficulty emptying your bladder, constipation, pain with intercourse, backache or leg pains, reproductive issues, infertility, and miscarriages. You don't have to deal with any of this. Get healed, and healing is available for you. That's what I will put you on. I will put you on a lot of grapes, citrus fruits, berries, and melons. And then I would have you juicing. You need a juicer, not a blender. You need a juicer. And I would have you on with your juicer, and I would have you juicing. Either you can do cucumber and apple juice mixed together, or you can buy you some broccoli and juice the water from the broccoli. That's right. I said water from the broccoli. When you juice it, it pulls the water out. They just call it juice because they want you addicted. They want you brainwashed on that bottled water industry. No, water is in fruits and vegetables, and the juicer allows us to pull the water out of it. So you can pull the water out of the broccoli, and then you can mix that with the water that you juice from berries, and you can drink that throughout the day. Or you can do strict melon, like watermelon. You can take watermelon and run that through a juicer and drink a half a gallon of that per day. Because again, the melons act like a high pressure hose. Okay, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just book a consultation with me, and we can go over what you may be specifically dealing with. And of course, they have all sorts of different stupid names for fibroids. That's a waste of time for going over, because really a lot of all of these diseases are the same anyway. All of these diseases are the same anyway. These birth control pills, this satanic American diet and lifestyle is also contributing to fibroids. Okay, these birth control pills, hormone disrupting chemicals in these birth control pills. Never before in human history have women rejected the natural assignment that the Most High gave women, the beautiful assignment to be a helpmeet and fruitful and multiply. That is being rejected. And the rejection of that natural way and the natural order is causing a tremendous amount of disease, especially in our women. Then we also have March Madness phone consultations, brothers and sisters, for a limited time until I'm booked up too much. For now, take advantage. I've made it. I have dropped my consultation prices by phone to $25 for a 10-minute phone consult, and we can squeeze in a lot. So, for instance, let's say you have about 5 questions that you just have to answer. Like, man, I just gotta ask. I don't need nothing long, but I really need to ask the minister that. Well, $25, book a 10-minute consultation, $50, 20 minutes, $75, 30 minutes. Let's get on the phone. Let's talk. No more excuses about finances, okay? So the link to do that, all the links to everything is in the description box. And again, this will end once I'm too booked up. Once I'm too booked up, I can't continue doing consultations for only $25. The difference between polyps and fibroids is just in size. Both of them are excess mucus, pus, and fecal matter that is hardened up. Okay, it's just about a difference in size. So why do they have all these different names, sisters, for the things that are the same? To brainwash you, to keep you in a state of confusion. God is not the author of confusion, but these devils are. They love to create confusion, because by creating confusion, it keeps you dependent on their knowledge, which is a wisdom that is demonic, because it's not based in the medicines from God. God's not the author of confusion. All of these diseases are the same. And all of these diseases can be reversed by trusting in his way of eating, his way of living. Anything outside of that that's not as simple as that is of Satan. And we have to stop letting Satan cause confusion when it comes to how we should eat and live. Eat my fruits, obey my commandments. Okay, eat my fruits and obey my commandments. And that's the key. That's the key to life. And the Most High has instructions for men, women, children on how we're supposed to conduct ourselves to live a long life in excellent health. Lots of information in the description box of this video to study after this video. The eat your fruits, juice your vegetables, and take your herbs. That's very important to study, while the fruits are a quicker way to dissolving those fibroids than a vegetable-based eating style. And then I have some long, detailed sermons on overcoming addiction, the parasite killer detox. All of that's in the description box. Very important. Knowledge is power. And again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you book a consultation with me. The Most High has created medicines from the earth. He who is wise would not abhor them. 5-day sale, March Madness, 50% off the entire online store. March Madness 23, March Madness 23, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the first 5 days of this month only. That's the promo code, March Madness 23. So go to the ministerofwellness.com and buy up some stuff. We're getting a lot of things in stock. So if it's on back order, that's okay. We're going to have the store replenished before the end of this month. So anything that you need, you won't have to wait 6 to 8 weeks. We've been getting a lot of things in stock. Please support the sale. Please support, for those of you who like to give, to get something back, who don't just like donating. The sales are a great opportunity for you to still support the ministry. So go and shop for what you need. And of course, Brother Gerard can help you with your order, 888-847-8026. If you or someone you know, if you are actively being blessed by the Minister of Wellness Ministries, please click the link in the description box or go to theministerofwellness.com/give and give a donation, brothers and sisters, to help us continue to reach and save as many of our people as possible. Sow a seed back to the ministry that has sowed a seed of life into your health. Thank you so much for being kind and helping us promote the truth about health. The Most High will richly bless you for helping us to continue to save lives. theministerofwellness.com/give, theministerofwellness.com/give for all the ways. Check out the description box, or you can send a quick Cash App donation to $Minister of Wellness, $Minister of Wellness.